G'day guys, Pete here. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today we're reviewing a ration very high up on my to-do list. This is a 2018 boxed British Operational Ration Pack, or for short, O.R.P. Alrighty, let's take a bit of a closer look. This ration comes packed in an awesome cardboard box, which would go a long way to protect the contents. However, they do add a fair bit of bulk. Around 2019, they switched to a poly bag. Now, they come packed in a case of 10 rations, which had consecutive menus. This ration weighs 1.9 kilograms or 2 pounds 3.2 ounces and has on average around 3,500 to 4,000 kcals. That should see you through any day. Alright, let's quickly check out the carton. On the top it states that the ration is the property of the Ministry of Defence. On the side it states it is a 24-hour ration, both in English and in French, as the United Kingdom is a NATO member. And here is the coat of arms for the Ministry of Defence. Here we have the nutritional data. And again, it states about the ration is the property of the Ministry of Defence. And on this side, we have the Union Jack. And we also have a small round sticker with the number 3. So this is menu number 3. It has a pack date here of September 2018. Now, you would expect a shelf life of around 2 to 3 years, meaning this ration could be 3 to 4 years past its best. All right, let's get into it. All right, all we need to do is slice the tape and we're in. And first out is going to be the brew bag. We'll do that last. First out, we have a couple of beverages. These are Beyond the Beaten Track, cola flavoured. Another Beyond the Beaten Track, Just Fruit, 75 grams. We have a 95 gram Biscuits Fruit. Next up, we have a slightly melted 50 gram Sesame Bar. And another beverage, this one is Flavour Drink Powder Raspberry. And another beverage, this one is Drink Powdered Chocolate. We have an American-made Smooth Peanut Butter. And another beverage, this one is Isotonic Flavoured Drink Powder Lemon. A Caramel Cereal Bar. A small Date and Strawberry Fruit Bar. And we have a good old glass bottle Tabasco sauce. And next we have a huge 110 gram Blackfriars Flapjack branded bar. It is scrumptious oaty flapjack with delicious dried fruit. Sounds good. And we have a small bag with windproof matches and striker. And next up we have a Retort pouch. This will be one of our mains. It is 300 grams steak, vegetables and dumplings. Sounds good. Next up we have another Retort pouch. This one is all day breakfast. It is haricot beans, beef sausages, egg, bacon in tomato sauce. And finally we have our last Retort pouch. Again 300 grams Thai style chicken soup. Next up we have a couple of information sheets. This first one goes through the menus 1 through 7. And on this side 8 through 14. And here we have a feedback prize draw where you can complete your information on this side and you can rate the contents of the ration and obviously go into a prize. Not sure what that prize is. And next up we'll get into our brew bag or accessory bag here. And in that accessory pack we have 2 alcohol-free antibacterial wipes. And we have 2 freeze-dried Rombouts coffees. We have 4 creamers and 4 sugars, 2 English breakfast teas. We have 3 cold fresh gums. We have 6 water purification tablets and each one does a litre. And we have a really nice big pack here of toilet paper or napkin. And we have a single pretty flimsy spoon. And that's it from the accessory pack. And that is the full contents of the ration. How good does this look all laid out? You know what? This ration has a great variety of components and they certainly do have drinks covered. They have 9 drinks in this ration. we are going to be breaking this down into 3 meals: breakfast, lunch and dinner. And of course, we'll be starting with our all-day breakfast. Alrighty, welcome to breakfast. And of course, we are going to be having our all-day breakfast. But before we kick in, let's look at this best before date. You can see it is November 2020. Now, the other 2 Retort pouches have a similar best before date in 2020. Being that this is a 2018 ration, I guess you could work out that that would be a 2-year shelf life. Also for breakfast, we're going to be having a caramel cereal bar, standard coffee with creamer, and because we have so many beverages, we're also going to be making up a Army mochaccino. As they don't supply any way of heating up your Retort pouch, we're going to be heating this up in a pot of water on the stove. Nice gusseted base. First up, let's clean up. And of course, let's use Beyond the Beaten Track alcohol-free antibacterial wipe. Nice and moist. Huge. Look at the size of this thing. Wow, it's like a sheet. Look at it. If there is a smell, it's really mild, but yeah, that is a fantastic antibacterial wipe for sure. Next up, let's make up our Army mochaccino, starting with our drink powder chocolate. Little tear notch. Ooh, nice and chocolatey. Wow, that practically fills the cup there. This only calls for 250 mils, so hopefully that cup should be all right. Now we'll add our Rombout's coffee, something like that. Alrighty, have a look at that. Let's get some of that out. Yep, that looks good. And why not? Let's add our creamer. Oh, this is going to be thick. All right, let's just break out one of our tissues. A real tear notch that I can see. Oh, there it is. There you go. And next up, let's mix up our standard coffee. We'll use a little bit of sugar. And our creamer. All right, let's open up our caramel cereal bar. Let's see if we can find an expiry date on this. There it is there, 23rd of October, 2020. Hope you can see that. And now let's get our all-day breakfast out. 2 tear notches at the top here. All right, first up, let's have a look at our all-day breakfast. Obviously, we have 2 beef sausages there. We have, looks like potato. We have, these look like they could possibly be the egg. And of course, we have haricot beans. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's get a little bit of that. with some of that egg. We'll give that a try. Yeah, that's lovely. It's like a standard baked beans that you get in a can. Yeah, that's really nice. And I'm pretty sure that this is potato. Give that a try. Yeah, that's definitely potato. It doesn't list it as a main ingredient, but it is definitely in the ingredients list. Let's get a little bit of potato, egg, and beans there. Yeah, that's really nice. Not so much on the bacon side. Can't see any too much bacon pieces. I guess that's possibly bacon. Try that. Yeah, that was a little bit of bacon. And I do mean a little bit. Can't see too many other bits of bacon in there. All right, let's have a look at this beef sausage. Well, that looks nice. Might try just half of that. There you go. Yeah, that is actually quite nice. Quite a nice beef sausage flavour there. There's another bit with the egg. Yeah, now I'm not so sure about the egg. There's a little bit of it there. It's kind of chewy. Doesn't have much of the way of any sort of flavour at all. It's just sort of like a bit of a sort of gelatinous, sort of chewy, no egg flavour at all. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not too bad. Potatoes and the sausages though, yeah, much better. Yep, all three. Can't find any bacon, but anyway, we'll go with those. Yeah, nice. But the real weak point is that egg. Yeah, it's not real nice. Could have done with some more of the bacon for sure. There's another little bit. That's the second bit of bacon that we've seen in here. Yeah, look, that is a pretty decent breakfast for sure. All right, now we've got a couple of beverages. This is our Army Mochaccino. Kind of thick, very rich. I don't know what this is going to be like. It did all dissolve in that cup after all. All right, let's give that a try. Yeah, that is rich and decadent chocolate flavour there. Really a dark chocolate flavour. It's not overly sweet, surprisingly so. But yeah, really, really sort of robust chocolate flavour. And next up, we're going to be having a look at our caramel cereal bar. That looks pretty good. It is a sort of soft consistency. It's not a hard bar. It's definitely more of a chewy style bar. Give that a try. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great. It's not aged or anything like that. It just is, yeah, it's definitely a caramel flavour. It's subtle caramel. It's not really overpowering. It is very sweet. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's definitely chewy. It sort of has a Rice crispy sort of crunch to it as you bite in. A little bit sweet, a little bit caramel. Yeah, that's all right. All right, we'll wash that down with just standard coffee with sugar and creamer. Yep, that's okay. Nothing outstanding about that. It is just a standard coffee with creamer. Yeah, not much to write home about that one. Yeah, that's not bad. I probably should have used the whole sugar. It's not that sweet at all. And you know what? The creamer doesn't really make it that creamy. But I've got an idea. I might just pour that into this. Give that a stir. That chocolate was really, really strong and really thick. So hopefully this might sort of thin that out. Yeah, give that a try. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not as thick as it was before. Such a strong chocolate flavour. Adding in that second coffee didn't really make much difference other than to sort of dilute a little bit. But yeah, that's really great hot chocolate for sure. And finally, we also have our Tabasco. So you know what? Let's use that with our breakfast. Get this lid off. Shit. Blocked. There you go, mix that in a little bit. Get a bit of sausage, some more beans. Yeah. Now it gives it that heat, but it also gives it that sort of bit more depth of flavour with that obviously vinegary sort of flavour that you get from it. All right, I'm just going to finish that last bit of sausage. All right, that finally brings us to gum, and it is Cold Fresh gum, Cold Fresh Smile gum. Oh, they're a bit stuck in there. You get one. There you go. Yeah, that was a pretty decent gum for sure. It was fairly mild in flavour, something like a spearmint, and the packaging didn't really protect it. It was a little bit sticky and a little bit soft. All right, guys, let's take this over to lunch. All right, for lunch, we are going to be having our Thai-style chicken soup. Now, this has been on the stove boiling for 10 minutes, so it's nice and hot. And with that, we are going to be having our tea. We're going to be having our just fruit, our biscuits fruit. Now, I'm not really sure where we're going to be having this peanut butter, so I guess we're going to be having it with these biscuits. There's nothing else in this ration that really goes with peanut butter. We're going to be having our sesame bar, and we're going to have a couple of drinks. One of them is going to be raspberry, and one of them is going to be the isotonic flavoured drink powder lemon. And first up, let's get our drinks prepared. Now, of course, we have our English breakfast tea. And we're going to be letting that steep for a couple of minutes. And we'll be getting these drinks prepared next, and both of them call for 500 ml. All right, next up, let's get all our sides open. And here we have a 75 gram Beyond the Beaten Track Just Fruit. And of course, we have our biscuits Fruit S. And this has a best before date there of July 2021. A little bit of damage. Ooh, smell nice though. And our sesame bar. A little bit melted. Not sure if it was originally melted like this. Oh, actually, it's possibly looked like it's 3 thin sesame bars in there. Looks like they've all congealed into one. Ooh, nice and sticky. Sugar in our tea and some cream. All right, next up we'll get out our soup. Now it is a soup and it is fairly runny in there, so I have a bowl. This is fairly fitting. Here we go, a couple of British soldiers there. Yeah, it's definitely very runny. Yep. All right, first up, let's try our Just Fruit. Now in that we have raisins, sultanas, and sweetened cranberries. Now it's a little bit dry in places there. You can see what's obviously a raisin. These are obviously the cranberry sections. And I'm not really sure where the sultanas, they probably look very much the same as the raisins. All right, that's a huge mouthful, but anyway, we'll give that a go. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad. All you can really taste is the cranberries. That's really the dominant flavour that comes through. And it is showing its age a little bit. It is a little bit dry and a bit crunchy in places, but you know what? Great flavour. All right, and we'll just wash that down with our raspberry drink. Not any sort of isotonic drink, just flat out sugary raspberryness in our big beer stein. It's the only thing I could find that would hold 500 mils. Give it another stir to try and get those sugars dissolved in the bottom there. All right, give that a try. Yeah, that's not bad. It is a sort of very much an artificial raspberry flavour, like a cordial. Now, I did mix it exactly to 500 ml, and you know what? It's actually fairly bland. It's not strong raspberry flavour, but you know what? Pretty decent, and on a hot day, that'd be amazing. All right, next up, let's have a crack at our Thai-style chicken soup. And then it goes on to say it's a mildly spiced soup with coconut, chicken, and brown rice. You can clearly see the rice in it there for sure. And it has exactly, for the 300 grams, 1448 kilojoules. All right, let's have a bit of a look. It's kind of like a thick soup. Obviously, we have some rice in there as well. That could possibly be a piece of chicken. It's got a great aroma, great smell. This is probably the sort of thing that you would probably just eat straight out of the packet. It's probably a bit of a hard thing out in the field to sort of eat it in any other way. It's very, obviously being a soup, very hard to eat. All right, give that a try. Yeah, that was really nice. I got a piece of chicken first up. What a win. You know what? That's actually really nice. The rice itself is fairly firm. You'd think being in this soup it would have just all broken down, but the rice itself, yeah, it definitely has a little bit of consistency, and there's obviously some chicken pieces in there. They were quite nice as well. The sauce is probably what is the best part of this soup for sure. It is creamy, not too much heat, a little bit of heat, but yeah, not too much. Yeah, you can definitely taste the coconut. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a coconut aftertaste, which is quite nice. Nice and creamy. Look at that big piece of chicken. Yep. Yeah, this is lovely. Quite a few decent chunks of chicken there, you can see. Another big piece of chicken. Yeah, this is lovely. Considering it's 4 years past its best before, it's actually quite nice. Now imagine eating this if you were cold, out in the field. Oh, this would be amazing. All right, we'll just wash that down with our lemon isotonic drink. I did clean that spoon. Stir it up again. Bottoms up. Yeah, I don't know. Not so sure about that one. It has a very artificial lemon flavour, a real sweet lemon flavour. And of course, being an isotonic drink, you get that sort of sports drink sort of flavour coming through. Yeah, that's all right. Very decent drink. And next up, we're going to be trying our Biscuits Fruit Dash S. A little bit of damage from there. See if we can find one that's whole. Nah, they look like they're all broken. Nah, bummer. Anyway, a bit of a close-up look at that. A bit of a smell. Yeah, very fruity. A little bit of a stale smell coming from those. Anyway, we'll give those a try. Yeah, that's nice. It's actually got a nice sort of cinnamon flavour to it, or something similar to that. And I think those black things there are maybe currants or raisins. Yeah, that's quite nice. And of course, there's nothing better than having biscuits and tea. So we'll give our tea a try as well. Yeah, that's a tea. I don't know. What do you say about tea? Tea's tea flavour. It's meant to be an English breakfast. Yeah, look, I guess it is. I'm not really a tea expert, but you know what? That's pretty decent. And we'll try it with a biscuit. Why not? Yeah, look, they go together perfectly. I guess it is a bit of an English thing to have afternoon tea with bickies. And then that brings us to our smooth peanut butter, our imported smooth peanut butter from the US of A. Give it a bit of a knead. Now, there's nothing in this ration that really you can use this peanut butter for other than these fruit biscuits. So I guess we'll try it with those. Alrighty. Yeah, that is really nice. It's obviously a salty sweet thing, a sweet and sour thing, something like that. Yeah, you got obviously the saltiness of the peanut butter and the sweet fruitiness of the biscuit. Yeah, they go together perfectly. Yeah, that is an amazing combination. Both of those go together really well. And these biscuits had the latest best before date of 2021. Everything else is a date of around 2020. But yeah, these biscuits have held out. Perfect combo with the peanut butter. All right, we'll just wash that down with a little bit more of our lemon isotonic drink. Cheers. And then it brings us to our sticky sesame bar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it definitely is 3 sort of wafers that have all congealed together. I'm not getting them apart. Nah, no chance. I think it's the packaging that's failed there, and I think it's got some moisture into the bag there, and that's obviously, yeah. I think they're more crispy. But you know what? I reckon they're going to be better this way. All right, give them a try. Wow, that is amazing. I tell you what, this is far better than sort of breaking your teeth on those hard sesame bars. Yeah, this is soft and chewy and delicate. Amazing. That is lovely. Yeah, that is amazing. That bar, well, it's a big bar now, is amazing. It has a subtle sesame flavour, but it's sort of that toffiness, that sticky toffiness that comes through. Beautiful. And just because we can, let's try this combo. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is just absolutely lovely. I'm doing that again. And again, it brings us to our cold, fresh smile. I don't know how difficult it was to get out of the packet last time, so we'll see how this one goes. Fingers are already sticky from our sesame bar. There we go. Yeah, that is a nice gum. It's a shame that the packaging has let it down. It is a little bit soft and a little bit sticky, but yeah, really nice gum. All right, guys, see you at dinner. Alrighty, welcome to dinner, and we are going to be having our steak and vegetables with dumplings, and this has been heated in a pot like the other mains for 10 minutes, so it's nice and hot. Alrighty, let's get our drink done. Now, we did have 2 of these cola drinks, but we're just going to be mixing one. Little tear notch. Give it a bit of a stir. Try and dissolve those sugars. We'll get our sides open first, and we have this Blackfriars flapjack thing, 110 grams. Whew, it's a monster. And we have this small 25 gram date and strawberry fruit bar, S. And of course we have our main. It is a 300 gram serve, and it is 1562 kilojoules for 300 grams. A couple of tear notches. There you go. Nice and steaming. Alrighty, let's go into our stew first. We have these, which I'm assuming are the dumplings. And it looks like we get 3 of those. Potatoes, potatoes, carrots, and we have some beans. Looks like some peas, and obviously in a beautiful sort of gravy. All right, let's go in for a bit of a scoop. Try and get a bit of a combo going there. Let's give that a go. Yeah, that is really nice. The potatoes are nice and firm. Yeah, and the peas are a bit mushy, but yeah, beautiful gravy. Let's go in for some of these meat. Oh, that looks tender. I'll give that a go. It is absolutely beautiful, this meat. It is so tender. It just melts away to nothing, but beautiful flavour. Some potatoes and some carrots. Yep, nice consistency there. All right, let's have a look at one of these dumplings. There you go. You get 3 of them. Look on the side there. You can see it definitely is some sort of dumpling. Let's cut one in half. There you go. It's a bit darker than I thought it would be, and it looks like it's got either some, if it's a savoury dumpling, it has some sort of maybe herbs in there. All right, give that a go. Yeah, look, it's almost like a soft piece of bread. It doesn't have a great deal of flavour, but you know what? It's pretty nice. Let's try and get a bit of meat and a bit of dumpling. Yeah, pretty decent. Potatoes have a lot of great consistency. It's only the peas that are really mushy. Carrots aren't too bad as well. Great flavour in the gravy. And you do get a fair bit of meat. And these dumplings, you know, even though they're a little bit bland, you get quite a few of them. So, yeah, they definitely fill out the meal for sure. You know what? The more I'm eating these dumplings, the more I like them. Even though they don't have a great deal of flavour, yeah, that's just kind of nice. They are obviously a savoury dumpling. Yeah, hence the reason it's got some sort of herbs in there. But, yeah, they just don't sort of come out with too much flavour, you know. Nice consistency in your mouth, though. And, yeah, look, they're all right. All right, we'll wash that down with cola flavoured drink. Look at that. Looks like a flat beer or something. All right. Yeah, that's all right, actually. It definitely is a cola flavour. You know, like the old cola flavour. You know, like you would get artificial cola in the supermarket, not Coke or anything like that, or Pepsi. No, it's just that sort of fake cola flavour. And you know what? It's actually it's actually a little bit sort of bubbly, if I can sort of describe it as that. It's not really bubbly like soft drink is, but yeah, it's kind of got a sort of bubbly sensation from it. Yeah, it is really sweet, and you could actually probably add more water and sort of thin it out and dilute it a bit, which would probably make it a bit more palatable. But yeah, I don't mind it. It's not bad. All right, next up, let's try our Black Fries Flapjack thing. Huge 110 gram bar there. It's a little bit darker than I thought it would be. I mean, it's just standard commercial packaging. And it has sort of sultanas and raisins, I think, is the fruit. Anyway, give that a try. All right, it's a little bit crumbly, but you know what? It actually tastes really nice. It's sort of buttery. I think there's sort of, you know, oats and grains and things in there. Really nice sort of buttery, fruity flavour. It's not gone off or anything. It's not gone rancid. But yeah, great flavour. Yeah, quite digging this thing. Let's have a bit of a close-up look at that. There's that fruit. Now, that fruit is fairly dark. Oh, she is a little bit soft. A little bit crumbly. Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, look, the more I think about it, this would have been a better choice to have at breakfast. You could have mixed up some creamer with some water and made some milk, and you could have broken that up and almost had like a cereal. But you know what? Quite nice. All right, bit of a tidy up there for you. And next up, we're going to be having a date and strawberry fruit bar. Now, it's kind of like a bit of a roll-up kind of thing. Compressed fruit, something like that. All right, give that a go. Yeah, I don't know about this thing. It has a strong flavour of date. Can't really taste the strawberry, but you know what? It doesn't taste great. I feel like it's not held out very well. Yeah. Yeah, look, it definitely has a chemical aftertaste, but prior to that, it actually has a nice sort of date flavour. The strawberry doesn't come through much, but definitely strong flavour of date, and it's nice and chewy. Yeah, it's not bad. And we'll just wash that down with our cola. All right, I'm just going to have this last dumpling. You know what? Not very flavoursome, but yeah, kind of nice at the same time. And then that brings us to our gum. Look, I'm not going to open this gum. It's the same gum that I had at breakfast and lunch. It's stuck in the packet like the other ones were. So, yeah, it's all right. How good are having this 10-pack of napkins? Great for wiping your mouth, cleaning your mess kit, wiping your ass. Great uses throughout the day. It's a really handy thing to have 10 of them. Yeah, they should be in all rations. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been one of the ones that I wanted to review for a very long time. And you know what? It wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it's one of the best 24-hour rations that I've had. I would say the Australian CO1M is. But it's been a good experience nonetheless. A few of these items showed their age, unfortunately. But you know what? Overall, they all kind of held out and you could eat them. Look, it wasn't bad. Yeah, I'll try a more modern English ration soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Do subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Cheers!